Alright, hello and welcome to the second episode of Road to Dark Matter, where I'm going to be covering the M16, and here it is with gold camo here. First things first, I'm going to go over my class setup that I used for this gun. I have maxed out attachments, but I'll give you other options as well. For the sight, I used the millstop reflex. I prefer a red dot to anything else, and this doesn't really take up too much of your screen. But I know a lot of people that like to use the 2x sight or 3x. It is completely up to you. Next, I didn't use a muzzle brake for this, the recoil control or silencer. I didn't really care for it too much on the M16. If you want to rock a silencer, you can though. For the barrel, I have the last barrel on here. But the last barrel adds just straight damage, so I found out that it doesn't really take away from the fire rate if you're able to one burst people up close. So I used this last barrel, but the rapid fire barrel you get really quickly and it's really good. I skipped this one altogether. Then I used this one for a while, and then if you want to try out the titanium barrel for the extra 25% fire rate for a bit, go ahead and do that. But I think I used the strike team barrel for longer just because of the damage and fire rate increases. Adding the fire rate on this is super nice. So yeah, just aim to get this barrel and then you're good to go. This gun will absolutely melt people even after the nerf with this barrel. It's pretty damn good. And then I threw on the last barrel and I noticed it was still really good. It's up to you if you want to stick with fire rate or go for this barrel at the end. If you even get a chance to use this barrel before the gun's cold, it's up to you. But yeah, just go for the strike team barrel to start things off. Then I skipped the body altogether. The reveal distance ADS is a good attachment for this gun, and hip fire is nice too, but I ended up skipping it because I like to use perk greed, so I can only use 5 attachments. Then the field agent foregrip for the recoil control. I got this with the variant of the gun, so I was able to use this all the way from level 1. But I just think adding a little bit of recoil control to go with your fire rate increase when you're using the strike team barrel here helps out a lot in the longer range gunfights. Then I went for the 45 round speed mag because in my eyes, using 40 round mags, like extended mags, is super useful. And then also being able to reload faster is also really nice. I don't really care if it takes away from my aim down sight time. It's just too nice to pass up, and I use this all the way to the end. It's just too nice. And then I have the airborne elastic wrap for the handle. Just use every single handle on the way up. Add the ADS time. Then I like to prioritize flinch resistance, especially when I'm in the long range gunfights. So I go for this, and then I used this, and then I used this, and then I think I skipped the serpent wrap and I stuck with the jungle wrap until I had the last elastic wrap here. So yeah, just keep leveling it up, using each wrap until you get the jungle wrap or jungle grip, and then use that to the end. And then the stock, I don't think I ever used a stock on this thing with just 5 attachments. I think these are all you really need. And then I went for a launcher because I think it's important to level up your launcher early on, and I think I'm going to go for gold on this pretty soon, but it's just such a low level still. Then I like the stim shot over anything else. I just think it's super nice. Semtex are so good in this game. The field upgrade is entirely up to you. And then I rock perk greed with flak jacket, tac mask, scavenger tracker, ghost, and ninja, because I just think you can't go wrong with it. But yeah, just level up the gun to start things off and just work your way through the attachments. And it's personal preference, really. If you want to go for a longer range scope, you can do that. Now I'm gonna hop straight into the camo challenges. So the first challenge on the gun is 300 eliminations. This is just going to happen, same thing as the MP5. You have to level up the gun to level 50, and in order to do that, you're going to be getting way more than 3,000 eliminations. I can even check here. Oops. If we go to my combat record and look at the weapons, you can see I have 1,300 eliminations with the M16, and these are my stats in case you're interested. I'm not doing the best, and you'll find out why at the end of this. I guess you can see what my third most kills is and what gun I'm going to be doing next. So yeah, 1,300 eliminations is the point of that. Basically saying you don't need to worry about it. You're going to get the eliminations. Okay, so then the second challenge on the gun is get 100 headshot medals with the M16 in multiplayer. And once again, this is just going to happen, especially with the M16, because you're going to be able to take people off peg glitches, fight people at a distance. This gun's just an absolute laser beam. You're going to get headshots just by picking people off of peg glitches. It's just going to happen, especially, like I said, with leveling the gun up to level 50. It's going to happen for you pretty quickly. The next set of challenges is the classic challenges, and this is get 5 kills without dying 20 times, or Bloodthirsties. And once again, this is a camo challenge that will happen on its own pretty easily on your way to level 50. If you're having trouble with it, just play slow when you're on a 3 or 4 kill streak. It's really not too difficult to get this done before you're level 50. It'll just happen. At the beginning of this gun, just focus on getting kills. Just level this thing up. That should be your only focus. Level it up. Get those early attachments, like I said. Just worry about leveling it up. These challenges will just start to rack up. The next set of challenges is the geometric, and that's get 50 long shot medals with the M16 in multiplayer. There's a couple of ways that you can do this. You can just go for them in core pretty easily with the M16. I think that's what I did. I don't think I played any hardcore with this gun. If you want to, though, you can hop into hardcore and just get these done. But with the M16, it's pretty easy to challenge people at a distance and get these 50 long shot medals on your way leveling up the gun. It's really not too difficult. And if you want to, you can change your class setup to put on a barrel that adds damage and effective damage range, and you can change your sight to the 2x sight if you want to, and you can just change up your class a little bit. And then, or even what I ended up doing was make 2 classes, one that was better for distance, one that was better at close range. And then when I got a map like Satellite, I just played the longer range weapon, and I just, anytime there was someone in the dunes, I would just pick them off with the 2x scope and get a long shot for free. So this is, with the M16, this should happen pretty easily, and it should happen while you're just leveling up the gun. I don't think you really have to go for them, but if you see someone at a long angle, just go for it, get the free long shot, because why not? The next set of camo challenges is the Flora camo. That's kill 75 enemies detected, stunned, or blinded by your score streaks, equipment, or field upgrades. This challenge on the M16 was pretty straightforward. Basically, as soon as you unlock this challenge, just change your class around a little bit. Just throw on the field mic. Just throw on the field mic when you unlock these, and you'll get them really quick. Like, I just used the field mic. If you want to, you can even change your second perk to Gearhead, or one of your second perks to Gearhead. Like, you can take out Tracker if you're using perk Greed, and just put on Gearhead, so you're getting your field mic a lot more often. And then, yeah, just get field mic kills, use your UAV, counter UAV. Even if it's going slow still, you can throw on stuns. But this should happen pretty quickly if you're using the field mic, and really not too much to worry about. The next set of camo challenges is kind of annoying, but it will kind of just happen at the same time. It's shoot and kill 50 enemies taking cover from you in multiplayer. Now, basically what this means, and there's a bit of confusion with this one, but all it means is that when someone's head glitching or their whole body's not showing to you and you kill them, then it'll count. And with the M16, you should be able to pick people off head glitches pretty easily. People sitting in windows, people at a long range, sitting behind a barrel, whatever it is. You should be able to pick them off with the M16. Unfortunately, there's not that much that you can do to really go for these. Kind of just have to happen. And I know Nuketown's out now, so if you do want to go for these, you can just try and focus on picking up the guys that are sitting in the window in one of the houses, and that'll count towards this. So unfortunately, you can't really go for this without just challenging really dumb angles. But yeah, if someone's head glitching, just try and kill them. This should happen with the M16. The M16 is a really good gun. And if you're having trouble with it or it's going really slow, you can try out hardcore. A lot of people take cover in hardcore because you die so quickly, so you're more likely to get these kills. But for the most part, I got these kills just from playing with the M16 and continuing to level it up. And then the last set of camo challenges is double kills. Once again, this kind of just happens. The M16 is so good, even after the nerf. It's a great gun. You should be able to get double kills pretty quickly. And for the first time, the last challenge I needed to get gold was the double kills. It was just the one double kill I needed left when I finished everything else. So it's really not that difficult of a weapon. I can't really give you many tips. This is the class setup I used. Use the field mic to get your detected kills. It's It's an easy gun. I want to give you more tips. I made my MP5 video really long and realized that that was dumb because it's easy. It's an easy mode gun, and this is the same thing. At least with the SMGs, there's the point blank kills that are difficult. With this gun, everything kind of just happens. Really, you just have to level it up to like level 51, 52, maybe even 53, and you'll just be done the gun. So it's really not too difficult. It's a pretty easy gun to get gold, and I think that's all I really have to say. This is what the gun looks like when it's gold. It's beautiful. Yeah, I wanted to make this video a lot shorter than the last one, that's for sure. Anyways, last thing I gotta say is that first episode was too long. I'll try and make them a bit shorter, and the next video should be a good one because I went for the Thumper next. The M79 is the next gun that I went for, and at first it was fine. Now I'm starting to lose my mind because they patched or nerfed, buffed, I don't know what to say. Basically, they made it so that flak jacket works in hardcore now, so it's a lot harder to get this gun done. I almost have it done, and it will be the next video. Anyways, that's all I really have to say. Once again, the M16 is pretty easy. Just level it up. Just work on it. It'll happen. I don't really have any tips and tricks, like I said. It'll just happen. You just gotta grind it out. Anyways, yeah, this gun's amazing. Just use it. You'll thank me. It won't ruin your KD or anything like the Thumper did to mine. And yeah, I'll see you next time on episode 3, where I do the M79. Peace.